Some of state government's most essential aid programs are facing possible cuts this month. A widening revenue gap has the outgoing Correspondent administration eyeing school aid, municipal aid, and other high-profile budget areas as possible places to scale back. Senior political correspondent Michael Aaron is here now with more on the tough budget choices ahead. Michael?
Jim, besides school and municipal aid, higher education, hospitals, and the state's obligation to fund the public pension system are all being looked at. We're told there was a meeting today between the governor, the treasurer, the chief of staff, and chief counsel to sort through the options. Tomorrow is the deadline for cabinet officers to come up with a total of $400 million in savings in their departmental budgets. But the revenue shortfall for this year now looks to be $800 million, which is why the administration is looking at school aid, municipal aid, higher education, hospitals, and the pension system. The New Jersey Hospital Association told NJN News the impact, quite frankly, could be devastating. Hospitals are bracing for possible cuts to charity care or to a $40 million health care stabilization fund, or to both. Municipal officials are also worried. We spoke to two Assembly Democrats who also are mayors of their towns.
Their budgets have been struck, the tax bills are out, jobs have been filled, responsibilities are there, and it would be a real difficult pill to swallow for any municipality to lose aid that they had otherwise counted on.
Remember, our tax bills are printed and out. Our budgets at the local levels, as with the Board of Educations, are already set. I would hope that that's going to be a last option if, in fact, it has to be exercised. But we're going to have to tackle this, and that's what we're here for.
School boards are in a similar situation and would rather see cuts in categorical aid like technology grants than in direct formula aid.
We're hoping that any cuts to direct aid to districts would be minimal so that our members have a certainty moving forward about what they're going to have to do, because if direct aid cuts are made, they're going to have to take a look at programs, and that could mean cutbacks in educational opportunities for students.
The developmental disabilities community is worried. Today, Robert Hage of Pennington and his twin disabled daughters visited the office of the state treasurer.
We're delivering a basket with a couple of small children, young women with developmental disabilities, to deliver the message to the governor that we can sustain absolutely zero cuts in this budget. I know he's recently reopened it, but our system is already in massive crisis, and we just cannot have one single cut.
At the League of Municipalities, President Bill Dressel says mayors and town councils are considering everything from emergency borrowing to layoffs.
There's a whole host of options that aren't desirable that I'm sure every local official is going to be looking at, but to a certain extent, this is no man's land. We've never really have been confronted with this kind of a situation before.
But Mary Forsberg of the liberal think tank New Jersey Policy Perspective thinks some New Jersey towns can afford to tighten their belts. So when they cry wolf, you don't believe it?
I believe it for some municipalities and not for others. I know that there are municipalities that are laying people off, but I also know some municipalities are continuing to hire.
Mary Forsberg added that the Corzine administration deserves credit for acknowledging the shortfall and trying to close it before handing over the government to the Christie administration. But some Republican staffers we spoke to today said the current year shortfall is likely to grow even more. If the first 4 months total $412 million, they say the entire year could be well over $1 billion. Jim?
Thank you.